All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of NASCAR Thunder 2004, episode 32. And yeah, we're going to try to go for more wins. We had 5 in a row to start the season, and then Bristol, we ended up finishing 5th, which ended our win streak. But we have finished in the top 5 every race this season, so let's try to keep that alive. Starting last in every race this season still. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. That's all I've got for the intro. We got 6 races for you guys, 7 if you count the All-Star race for this one, so one of the longer episodes of the season. But I think we're going to have a good set of races here tonight. Texas will be interesting. I mean, I know I'm going to have probably the fastest car here I have the last couple seasons at Texas, but getting through traffic here is what's going to be tough. The good thing is with the 500 mile and a half races is that it does give me a little bit more time to get to the front. The track is wide in the corners, but it's very narrow down the straightaways. I love that Mountain Dew paint scheme, by the way. Highly underrated Mountain Dew paint scheme, Jeremy Mayfield, 2002. Right there. It's a nice looking car. I think I used to have that diecast. I don't know what I ever did with it. It was a 124 scale. I remember having it. It's got to be somewhere. I know I haven't showed it off on stream. Are we lagging already? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully we're not. Alrighty then. Jeff Gordon on the pole. Michael Waltrip starting second. What a season for Michael Waltrip so far. He's qualifying up towards the front in a lot of these races, but he's also staying there. Alright. Yeah, let me know if you guys get any lag. I'll pin the comment too. There we go. Alright. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. And let me know if there's any lag throughout the course of the stream tonight. I'll try to monitor that going forward for these streams. Oh boy. I clipped the apron. I thought for a second I was going to end up clipping the 01. There's a grip strip in turn 1. Not so much when you're just getting up to speed, though. And it's not that low on the racetrack either. All right. Hope for the best. Making it through traffic is going to be pretty difficult here. It is Texas Motor Speedway, after all. Oh, my goodness. Yo, man, how did I not wreck there? Oh, hang on. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Wow. How was there no wreck there? There was cars pinballing off of each other. Including myself. I don't know how I never touched the wall. I don't know how I saved that. Man, let's not do that again. That was pretty dangerous. Rewind. Ay, ay, ay. It is tight. I knew it was going to be tough to pass here. It is Texas. Oh, they're wrecking behind us. The 30 and the 107 got together off turn two. He about hooked the 107 in the left rear. I think he missed time coming up behind him off the corner. Spun him out to the infield wall. Yay, yay, yay. Man, I don't remember being this loose in Texas, I will say. Probably because I'm always out in clean air and I could like kind of push it through the middle of the corner a lot faster. Can't really do that. I really have to back the car up a lot. As a result, I think I'm getting loose because of it. I have to back the car up a lot so I'm not hitting anybody. Especially that grip strip into one. Only up to 31st. Big hole on the bottom. Following Hermes Sadler. Hermes moving up. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, we're making headway. As I say that, that happened. I didn't touch him, though. I came very close, but I never touched him. There's a pop-up right now in the bottom right-hand corner, so I can't really see the chat for the time being. Thanks for anybody tuning in. Oof. Contact with the back of the 31. That could have been a lot worse than it was. The top couple cars have really pulled away, though. There's still a lot of traffic I'm having to deal with. We're about a third of the way home. There we go. I actually stayed stable getting into turns 3 and 4 that time. Just passing cars to the inside. By Jeff Green. There we go. Up to 12th. To 11th. I really got to pause that so I can see the chat. Oops. Bobby Labonte. Ricky Craven's arrival up here. Inside the top 10. Sorry, Jimmy. Alright, declared. Craven guarding the bottom. So I'll pass him on the outside. Maybe. Yeah, that didn't work. Can't say I didn't try. I lifted. I had the momentum there, and I lifted because he was blocking me. Power up in the middle of the corner. I got in the gas too soon. I can't get by Ricky Craven to save my life right now. Ricky's got to move. Come on, Ricky. Hold me up. Got to run to the outside again. Actually held it coming off turn 4 that time. There we go. There we go. Out the 4th. Slide up in front of Mark Martin. Clear. And 20 laps left. We got plenty of time. Still have 1 pit stop. No reason why we shouldn't be able to keep the top 5 streak alive now that we're already in the top 5. The top 2 cars really pulled ahead, though. Dale Jr. and whoever's in the lead. 3.1 seconds back of the leader. Getting fast on Tony Stewart. Hopefully he's easier to pass than Ricky Craven. He's not giving me a lot of room either, but more room than Ricky Craven gave me. Which was just enough. Oh, leader's pitting. Race leader pitted early. Dale Jr. out in front to lead a lap. So far, so good. Dale Jr. might be pitting this time, too. If he pits, I'll stay at 1 lap just to get a lap led, and then I'll pit. Yeah, he's pitting. All right. So let me give 5 bonus points real quick here, just in case. And then I'll pit the following lap. At least ensure my bonus points. I'll tell you what, this thing's pretty tight getting into turn 1. Like, I'm not able to hit that grip strip like I usually do. This thing's still fast, don't get me wrong, but not that tight getting into 3, it's just tight getting into turn 1. Alright. That was like a perfect pit road entry, by the way. Alright, we'll go 4 tires and gas. No adjustments. Keegan McPants inside your in. 6 for tuning in. No lag so far. Alright, well, that's good. I started with the camera off. If we get any sort of lag in tonight's stream, I'm going to question potentially streaming on the video game side going forward until I get a new laptop. Because I want to make the experience as good for you guys as possible, and I don't want to... Like, it's one thing if we don't have the camera, but, you know, if there's no lag with not having the camera, that's a lot better way for you guys to watch it. Mark beat me out of the pits. By Mark. All right, try to run these guys down. I don't know what kind of corner entry that was, but it was something. Got plenty of time. I'm going to trust my race car. Did the leader short pit on me? Yes. As a result, they are going to obviously get out ahead a little bit more, but I'm also going to have even fresher tires now. Should be in 3rd. Everything cycles, which is where I was when the leader started pitting anyway. 4th, but the race leader's on pit road, so yeah, I'll be 3rd this time by. Might not be any lap traffic this race. Big gap between the leader and the last place car still. Way faster than these guys. Right at 60 career wins. Win 5 more out of the 6 races this stream and get to 65. We're a couple streams away from potentially tying Dale Sr. in the all-times win list. Slide up in front of Dale there. 11 more laps to catch Jeff Gordon. I'm a little over a second off the lead. Easy done. Congrats on my favorite driver winning the championship. I know, I appreciate that. Definitely riding a high like any other. It's a cool thing. Just like sports teams winning championships, it's not something that been able to even watch in the last like decade. So my favorite driver winning a championship, I've never gotten to experience that. So that's pretty cool. Oh boy! Oh boy! Yeah, he was blocking there, and I got hooked on him. That's how he's gonna play, huh? Jeremy Mayfield just blew up. Jeff Gordon throwing blocks. I mean, you can't blame him. He's going for the win. I mean, well, it was a dirty block. It's one thing to block and be clear. It's another thing to block and not be clear. All right, there we go. Come on, stay under him. Stay under him. Oh, boy, yeah, there's another thing to do that, too. All right, Jeff. See you later. Did I get the back of him? Yes, but he did throw a late block. I got hooked on him. Here's an idea. If you're going to be mad about me making contact with you, how about don't block? Don't throw your car into mine. Then you won't have anything to be mad about. I'm all for blocking if you're clear. Like, I do that. Michael Turner, Ethan Chua, thanks for tuning in. It's a long first race. Got Talladega coming up next, by the way. An interesting one starting from last. We've had our fair share of wacky races starting at the back of Talladega before. And the road to 200 wins is surreal. Dale Jr. got up to second, by the way, also. I mean, the fact that I'm not going to catch a single lap car, that's kind of crazy. Nobody's going to finish a lap down on a mile and a half. On a 500-mile one, too. I can kind of understand a 400-mile one. There was lap traffic at the end of the Vegas race. At least I thought there was. I guess we are going to catch these guys. Jack Sprague coming to the white flag. All right, well, final lap. we lap 4 cars. The win is all that matters to me, though. I'll tell you what. McDonald's, they've got to be loving it. That's a smoke show right there. Yeah. There we go. There goes the motor. Let's go. Bronchitis and an ear infection. There's been some bronchitis going around my work over the last couple of weeks. Can't say the same for the ear infection. I don't know that that's contagious or not, though. Best for you to just focus next year's season. Let's talk about for NASCAR, like real life NASCAR. It's a big trophy. Some big boots. Those Shaquille O'Neal's boots. I'm just trying to think of people with that big of feet that would. What about Sloth from the Goonies? He'd probably fit in those boots. The Texas size boots. That's what those are. Well, we got nothing to overhaul, so we'll just hop right into Talladega. Got the Super Speedway chassis, engine, and body. '85 car rating. We'll go for another win with Mickey D's. And this is probably the best track statistically on the career mode. This is obviously where we got our first career win and our 50th career win. So it'd only be fitting that we win here again. Even though this isn't technically a milestone win race. That's 61. 62 isn't really much of a milestone. I don't know that anybody ever in the NASCAR Cup Series history has exactly 62 wins. Well, I guess technically, what's Kyle Busch at? 62, 63? I mean, he obviously hasn't raced yet at this time, but, well, technically he has because it's 2008, but as of when the game came out, 2003, I don't think he's... Well, I know for a fact he hasn't raced. He wasn't even old enough. I think he would have only been like 16. I guess he could race part-time. Short tracks. I don't know when that became a thing, though. I don't know if that was a thing at this time period or if that was something more recent. The earliest driver I ever remember running at like 16, 17 years old was Cole Custer in the Truck Series. When he won at New Hampshire, he was only like 16. Sam Mayer did it at Bristol a couple years ago, too. get after it. I see Jeff Gordon at the back. At 18 laps, 2 pit stops. Everybody stay out of my way. Did I pass Elliott Sadler on the apron? Yes. I don't care. No out of bounds in this game specifically, so they ain't gonna penalize me. I sure as heck ain't. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. It was a little close. Oh my goodness. Could have ended my race in the first lap. I told myself no DNFs this season. I haven't had a season with no DNFs. I like to keep it that way. Well, look at this run. Look at this run. Look at the speed. Don't block me, 57 car. Ah! Yeah, that's a bad block. That's about what Jeff Gordon did to me in Texas. Well, he's got every right to hit me back if he wants, but he's not a rival, so that won't happen. Yeah, I should probably calm down a little bit. That's 2 kind of bonehead moves I made the first 2 laps. And almost wrecked myself. I clearly have speed. And not be stupid. Plus, I mean, well, they taken 2 tires only also. Already got this far through the field. I don't even know where I got at Daytona before the first stop. I can't really remember. I probably got into the top 20, 18th or something like that. Definitely get through the field a lot quicker here than what I did in the 500. We're pitting at lap 6. So we're only 3 laps away from our first stop already. 6:12, make it to the end from there. It also took me both pit stops to cycle to the lead at Daytona, so hopefully one's going to be good enough here. I think interval-wise, I'm definitely closer to the leader. Up to 17th. His lead pack of 16 cars, though, 0.6 of a second ahead of me is Jeff Burton. He just slows down a little bit. He's side by side right now. But he's getting a pole off those couple cars in front of him. Just past the 123, I think that was. A pole at Sprague and everybody else behind me. Single file line on the bottom. I'm probably going to see some cars pit this time. Yep. I'm definitely not. We do have quite a few coming in. Whoa, Jeff Burton. Probably should have lifted there. But it actually kind of worked out. Was it perfect? No. Kind of worked as a bump trap to hit him pretty square. We'll be pitting for right sides this time. On speed. Didn't want to make any contact there. Back in the 10. I entered pit road. I hit the commitment line about 57, 58 miles an hour. I could have went 70, but they were all going slower in front of me. So last thing I wanted to do was pull Kyle Larson coming onto pit road. There's no sand barrels in it. All right, right side's only 9.7. That's a quick stop. It's a quick two-tire stop. Definitely cycled out ahead of Matt Kenseth. It was probably the leader because Jeff Burton stayed out. 171 car probably stayed out also. So yeah, we're out front. Or we will be. Haven't technically led any laps yet. And I probably won't lead this lap either. More than likely. Well, yeah, we've as long as we stay caution free in this one, we've got this thing won now. We've had cautions here before though, so it is not over. Yeah, I did lock the tires up a little bit coming in, but that's okay. I'll be all right. And yeah, not going to lead that lap. It was close. A couple seconds sooner would have had it. So I'm going to lead. If I lead the rest of the laps of this race, I'd lead 11, which would be enough. I'd have to lead 9 to lead more than half, essentially. So 10. I have to lead 10. But pitting at lap 12, there's probably going to be. I mean, obviously Jeff Burton took it longer than me, so he's probably going to lead 2 laps that way. But I know for a fact he also didn't lead the first however many laps before pit stop. So, yeah, they'll be close for the most laps led in this race. Tough to say for sure whether I'll get it or not. Definitely not leading over 600 laps this season like I did last season. That's going to be tough to beat in general. Even if I did qualify every race. One car blowing an engine. Trying to get to pit road. Who is it? 19, Jerry Mayfield. 2 races in a row, he's blown an engine. Poor Jeremy. And a 5-second lead over Mark Martin. The left side's only on this next stop. Still a 5-second lead. And once again, we'll be pitting at lap 12. The left side's only. Yeah, I mean, as a watcher, I can imagine that this is pretty boring. This race specifically, I mean, not really anything else I could have done. I started last. Just the 2-tire strategy is the way to go here. At least with the shorter race. we'll pit this time by. I might even... No, I'm not even going to risk going another lap. There was like only maybe one car, if that, pit. I don't know that anybody pit that time. Some cars pit at lap 5, but nobody pitted at lap 11. Probably because they know they wouldn't make it. Yeah, I don't want to risk anything here. I'm going to pit. Plus, this way, if we get a caution, I probably could have taken it a little hotter on the pit road. That's all right. Better safe than sorry. No speeding penalty for me. Left sides only. Got some cars pitting behind us. Quite a few cars staying out, though. Thought just one stop would be good. No, not here. The super speedways in this game, you got to pit twice. I think at this time, though, they had a shorter fuel cell than what they had on any other track for the super speedways because they tried to make them pit more, basically, on the super speedway so it would break up the pack more, which really never worked. But that was the intent of it. So that's why we have to pit twice on the super speedway races in this, despite it being the same length as all the other races. Every other race, we only pit once. At least that's what I'm assuming. That would make logical sense. All right, well, up to second. Jeff Burton stayed out longer than everybody else again. He's getting some laps left, I guess. 27 seconds ahead of us. He'll be pitting probably this time. Yep. Expected. Jeff Burton on pit road. Yeah, we used to get a caution like every Dega race. Now we never get one. Well, I mean, that was the case for Bristol, too, and then we haven't got one the last 2 Bristol races, so I don't know. Hard to tell what the heck's going on. Alright, we're going to lead this. But I didn't lead the last 2 laps. I'm probably going to go on to lead 8 laps, if I'm thinking correctly in this. Hopefully that's enough for the most laps led. I'd like to think it is, because Jeff Burton had to have led at least 3, if not 4 laps. If he led 3, 8, and then it would be 7 to get to the end from there for whoever else would have led. So, yeah, I mean, I'd like to think I'm going to get the most laps led. It's probably only going to be by a lap or 2, but we should get it. Yeah, there it is. Maybe 3 laps then. I guess there could have been quite a few lead changes. I was acting as if one car led the first, 5 laps before pit stop started. And I think it is Talladega. That probably wasn't the case. Could have been, but doesn't seem to be the case. All right, well, on to the next race after this, which is Martinsville. That's going to be interesting starting last. I mean, Bristol had finished 5th. I've never won at Bristol. I have won at Martinsville 3 times. Once in the spring, twice in the fall. 13-second lead, 2 to go here. I've actually drawn that lead out over Mark Martin a couple tenths per lap. With no drafting help. That's how bad fast this race car is. It's like I don't have the restrictor plate in it. Hard to get maximum point start from the rear. It is. That's why it's crucial to make sure we get good finishes. I have gotten a max point stay, I think, once or twice this season. I know I definitely did at Las Vegas, and I think that might have been the only track I led the most laps. And then here, which would be two. Two races I will have led the most. I've won 7 of the first 8. I mean, maybe I can break my own record for the most wins in a single season. We'll see. 30 was going to be tough to get to, but I'm off to a good start. Road courses starting last is going to be tough. Starting last on short tracks is going to be tough. And I mean, Bristol obviously didn't work. We have Martinsville and Richmond coming up on this stream, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Richmond would probably be a little bit easier. Never have a great handling car there, though. That's the problem. That is a problem. Martinsville, I don't know. We'll see how Martinsville goes in the next one, but at least we start 2 for 2 tonight. I've never won at California Speedway, and we still have that race on this stream too. So keep doing what I'm doing. I came into this stream with a 1 race lead in the point standings already through 6 races with the 5 wins. Backing that up with 2 more wins to start the night. Telling you, we're coming for you, Richard Petty. Oh man, I was 4 wide there. I didn't even realize that until just now after the replay. No wonder I was making contact. I thought we were 3. How do we not wreck that first lap? Yeah. You know, mathematically speaking, we can get to 100 career wins in season 7. We're not gonna get there this year. We don't have enough races, but we can get there tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Sorry, next season. Not tomorrow. I don't plan on running like 30 plus races in the span of 24 hours. That would be ridiculous. Yeah, 9 laps led exactly half the race. Dale Jr. led 3, finished second. Must have passed Martin on the last lap. Wade Zaleski, thanks for tuning in. All right, 2 for 2 on to Martinsville for the Virginia 500. For that, we have to go to the garage. And I'm going to get another short track chassis ready to go so that can be updated for Richmond. So we'll take the Super Speedway chassis away. We'll have 2 races, which will be plenty to get there. All right. Still got 6 more races on the shop edition, so I'm not going to have to purchase another shop edition until tomorrow's episode. Wings down. They're down 4 already? Jeez. Well, they ain't coming back. Not this late. First period, I consider it. All right. Bring our short track stuff to Martinsville. 85 car rating. Been consistently 84 or 85 car rating all season. And that's what's helped lead us to 7 wins already. Oh boy, well, here we go. No practice or qualifying. We'll see what Martinsville brings us. This will be something. The McDonald's code. McDonald's. Keep forgetting to put the contingency sponsors on. It's only season 6. It's only been 32 episodes. I mean, how many hours has that translated into this game on the career mode already? Probably about a week's worth. Maybe a little bit more than that. Jeez. All right. Yeah, making it to the end of this one's going to be tough. They're going to logjam getting into the first turn up here. I'm ready for it. Johnny Benson was ready for it too. Jesus, 35 miles an hour? He's walling everybody. 35. Why am I so loose? I don't like that. I don't like the way it was fishtailing. I can't go this slow in the corners. I'm gonna have to because I'm at the back. It turns way too easy. This is gonna be a race I make a bunch of rivals. I can see it already. The writing's on the wall. I'd imagine we'll get a caution at some point. We almost always do here. The 88 going 3 wide. That's like 3 cars that corner. Coming in hot. Oh, he's getting into the 9 car. Oof. Tell you what, we're definitely going to be testing the durability of this race car out. Wasn't making contact that much at Bristol. But I knew this was going to be slightly tighter confines. Corner panel is going to be getting soft here pretty soon. Oy, oy, oy. I'm 5-0. Not any better. Not for us, at least. Actually cleared him through the braking zone. Only up to 25th. It's lap 9. I'm 13 and a half seconds off. This is going to be the toughest race to starting last. I did not mean to just completely clean out Stanton Barrett like that. Well, I didn't clean him out. He didn't wreck. I definitely can't cause any wrecks either because it just sends me straight to the tail. Ricky Craven. Like a half a lap off the leaders. I'm in 18th, but I'm a half a lap off the leaders. Jamie's blocking. Tap there from Robbie Gordon. Up to 13, 10.1 off the lead. I'm definitely the fastest on the racetrack. Got a little bit of clean air to work with for right now. Definitely going to have to take 4 tires when we do pit. I can't short pit. That's the problem. They're going to gain some time on me with short pitting. Because if the caution comes out, then I'd be trapped a lap down. At least get a good finish, even if I can't win. I gotta say, as much contact as I've made, I don't think I've made any rivals in this race, so that's good. We just gotta make it to that first pit stop. That's the first thing we gotta think about, and then we can repair damage there. Jeff Gordon will be a pass for the top 10. Couldn't get him there. Go to the outside then. Oh my God! Used Elliott Sadler as my brakes. Sorry, Elliott. Make a good drive off. Spot. Wallace is a spot up to 8th. I mean, position-wise, it looks good. The problem is, you look at the track map, there's so many cars between me and the leader yet. I mean, 6.6 seconds, so there's a lot of cars. Well, look at me passing Kurt Busch cleanly on the outside. Ran into his teammate. Ward Burton's a spot. Good run for the 22. And Biffle was a spot too, I think. How about the Biff up in the top 10? I haven't seen this out of career mode yet. Well, I mean, he won at Dega in the rookie season, but outside of that, I don't think he's had another win since. All right, up into the top 5. And we've got some pit stops starting. So I did get to the top 5 before pit stops. Martin's a spot. He's pitting. Can't short pit, though. Oh, boy. Oh! Well, there's our first DNF of the year. I got trapped on the bottom, and they were coming into the pits, and I couldn't miss them. Well, that sucks. That was inevitable, wasn't it? I should have known. I did make a lot of contact up to that point. The front bumper wasn't soft until the contact. Oh, that sucks. And Martinsville will go down as a race that is going to be tough to win starting last, as I mentioned. On to California, I guess. Yeah, that hurts. First DNF of the season. Tommy Sauter's probably upset with us. Well, that car is junk, so I'm glad I was getting a short track chassis and body ready to go for Richmond. And hopefully we have better luck there. On to California. I've not won at the California Speedway yet. Oh, I didn't mean to back out. I'd have hit triangle. Jeez. So I'm 0 for 2 on short tracks this season. 1 DNF. Don't simulate it. 83 car rating. Not bad. Fontana, California. Nice scenery around the track, by the way. Being there in person. You don't realize how close those mountains actually are behind the racetrack until you're actually there in person. Well, we'll still be in the points lead. Letting points every race this season. Try to keep it that way. Definitely a lot tighter after that DNF. I didn't even check to see who won. I didn't even get to lead a lap. I got up to third at Martinsville before that wreck happened. No bonus points to try to salvage something. Michael Waltrip on the pole, California. Dale Jr., his teammate, starting row 2. Typical fantasy driver in Kenny Wall, starting top 10 also. No surprise there. All right. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Johnny Benson's probably I would imagine he's got to be a rival. I don't think the 45 car is going to be bad enough to hit me. Wouldn't even have a chance anyway. There's too many cars in the way. Oh boy. The car's getting a little tight up here. Ay, ay, ay. We're all right. We're all right. Car's very stable. I'll give it that. All right, I'll just take the outside. A lot of space up here. Give me that top lane. I'll rip it. Back to the bottom, getting into one. Easily done. Ay, ay, ay. All right. It's always the 9, Ashton Lewis. It was Bill Elliott even before he was in the car. I would always make contact with too. Rippo 9 blocking me to the apron. Hey. I don't like that kind of a slide. Not this fast of a track. One of 2 tracks I have never won at here in Bristol. I won both Michigan races last season. Kind of hope that engine makes it to the end. The 15th. Up to 14th. They got plenty of time. It's only lap 5. And burping the throttle at the end of the straightaways a little bit too, especially if I'm in the draft. More so on the front stretch than the back straight. Whoa, Kenseth. Whoa. Oh man, I overdrove it. Oh, I'm sorry. I. What am I doing? What am I doing? Now I'm just driving like an idiot. That whole straightaway. He didn't deserve that. And Kenseth didn't do anything to me. There's somebody blowing up on the other side of the racetrack. 1 and 2. Kenny Wallace. Kenny Wallace was the one that blew the engine. Lap 10, we might still have a shot to lead the most laps. Might. Here's a run. Here's a run. Draft off Harvick. Blocking the bottom. We'll go to the outside. Quick side draft. Clear. Well, there we go. Lead lap 11. Be 15 laps left if I lead them all to the end. Got some cars pit right now. And this will be 5 bonus points. Won't build too big of a lead out. Or worried about just conserving that engine. It's the big key. Halfway. Right front's in the red. I should probably end up pitting just a little bit past halfway. Don't want to give up too much time. Make sure I cycle to the lead so we have a shot to lead the most. We are in. 4 tires and gas. No adjustments. All right, 15.2. Yep, we'll be the leader eventually. See, that's another problem is there's so many other cars that still haven't pit. When am I actually going to end up getting back to the lead again? Is the next question, because again, we're in the battle for the most laps led. And who's the one leading right now? Is it Kevin Harvick? Because he was leading when I took the lead. Can't tell for sure right now. Leader's in right now. They haven't gotten to the start-finish line yet on pit road. Now they have. No, maybe not. Hang on. It's close. Don't move. Don't move. Nope. 0.2 of a second off the lead. The 169 left. I couldn't tell where he was parked on the track map. It was tough to tell. Apparently, he was probably right on the start-finish line, really, because it was close. maybe the first box or two on the other side of it. I don't know that there would be a box right on the start finish line, but had to have been within a box or two of it. A couple of them at the very most. All right, lap 18. 2.8 seconds ahead of Harvick. Blue motor of 4 to go in last year's race here, so hopefully they'll blow one here. That hurt. Not gonna lie, that hurt. Travis Clinton, the Tower Enthusiast, thanks for tuning in. Well, it was the Tower Enthusiast. That was Travis Clinton, the FH324 savior. Changed your name. Almost didn't recognize you there for a second. Well, I did recognize you. I just recognized you as something different. That was much slower than Harvick that last lap. With hitting that wall coming off of turn 2. Let's not do that again. Get through this, and then we'll try to win our first short track race of the season at Richmond. 0 for 2 right now, a 5th and a DNF. 5th and last. 1.9. I was only a 10th quicker than Harvick that last lap. Harvick's showing some speed. I wonder if he pitted after me. He's got fresher tires or something. Whatever it is, I didn't like it. Because we still have laps left. Two and a half. All right. We were quicker that lap. Jeff Gordon 3.6. I want to see the interval with Gordon. Not sure if he has fresher tires or not. .8. 3.8. It was 0.2 quicker than Gordon. I think Gordon is quicker than Harvick. It was a bad time for the right front to start to give away on me a little bit. Three to go. It's going to be close on if Gordon's going to get to Harvick. I did just hear that we clinched the most laps led. 3 to go. So that's our 3rd race this season. We're going to get a max points day. Two to go. 3.9 second lead. One to go. 4.6 seconds ahead of Harvick. All right, first career win at California Speedway. Another trophy to add on to the trophy case. All right, let's go. Yeah. I can't remember in this game. Are you able to drive to victory lane? Probably not. Nope. I tried. Checking all the barriers. Can't get to victory lane. Wedge myself in there. I don't think you can get in through pit road either. Well, that's just dumb. I wish. I wish there was a way to get to pit road. Or to, not pit road. I'm on pit road. Victory lane. It's on the front stretch for a reason. Build up a bunch of speed here. I missed it. I just destroyed. Oh well. All right. Well, my car was not that damaged until the victory. I like how it shows my damage from my victory celebration. What'd you do? Don't worry about it. Hopefully, it doesn't actually hurt the car for Charlotte. It would suck if it does. I don't know that it does or not. I'm a little scared that it might actually. Like if we're screwing around, I guess. All right. Max points day, California. First career win at California. Bristol's the only track I haven't won at. There's 2 trophies for it. All right, on to Richmond. Go to the garage. Yeah, chassis is not hurt from the victory celebration thing. Goodness. All right. Probably get another Speedway chassis in replacement of the short track chassis that we used already. Especially because I banged that up pretty good. Blowing the engine. So, short track that we used. Overhauled for Speedway. That. Same thing here. And here. All right. On to Richmond. 2 more races on the string. Well, technically 3. So we do have the All-Star race. The Richmond All-Star race, then Coke 600. All right. Short track racing. Let's end our short track streak, winless streak, which is only 2. It's not much of a streak. But starting last is tough on the short tracks. I knew it was going to be tough. Road course is probably going to be the same too. It takes so long to get through the field. Richmond's probably going to be the easiest of the short tracks. I would like to think. So, I mean, if I was able to get one, this would probably be the track to do it. Yay! 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 All right, Kurt Busch on the pole. You know, one thing with the All-Star race, we started mid-pack and won it. With the inversion, I wonder if they put the inversion or line me up on the inversion for the final stage like last. I wonder if I'd actually be able to win that because we only have 5 laps. It'd be 14th. Kind of curious. $1 million doesn't mean as much to me anymore as it once did on the career mode. Another domination we've had. Oh, geez, Jeff Green running into me. 3 wide. Oh, they're making contact. They're almost 4. A lot of contact back there. The 107 again. Might have been the 175. I was going to say, if it's the 107, that was the same car that about got hooked at Texas. What the heck is that? What was that all about? Did you guys not just block me into the inside wall? Whoops. I'll show him up. I passed him clean. Can't waste any time. Up to 19th already. Just 6 laps. I figured of the short tracks, this would be the easiest. Widens up a lot on the front stretch. That really helps me. Able to make passes on cars. Sorry, Harv. All right. Top 10. Just 10 laps. Sorry. This thing's getting a lot more unstable than what it was. You haven't noticed the last few laps have been drifting a lot more around the corners. That was a lot better that time. Not there. Ay, ay, ay. Doesn't get as loose on the entry when I enter in the middle groove. Not as fast. At least I can handle it. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Oh, there he goes, up the hill. Got him. Up the second. And we're almost at halfway. Well, to lead the most laps, we're going to have to lead all but 2 laps the rest of the way. So we'll lead lap 18. Alright. Good luck with that. Kurt Busch started on the pole too, so he has probably led them all. Yeah, I caught Michael Waltrip in a bad spot there. He was coming out of the pits right as I was braking to get into the corner. I'm going to pit this time. much as I want to try to lead the most laps, hopefully I can still do that with Petty now. Kevin Musinic, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I said your last name correctly. If not, correct me in the chat. I said Mew, didn't I? Yeah. Musinic. I probably said it right the second time. I think it's Musinic. Stream's very laggy. I was afraid of that. That's probably why there's like barely been anybody watching tonight. I had a feeling that was the case. I think I'm just gonna end up running the All-Star race and then ending the stream. Then it's running the All-Star race and the 600 after this. Appreciate you letting me know. I don't think I'm gonna end up streaming that anytime before I get another laptop because it's just too laggy. I just realized I did lose a few positions on pit road. Well, here's Kurt Busch. I mean, that's definitely going to be a spot. Tony Stewart's a spot, too. And then the 41 just hasn't pit yet. I'm definitely not going to lead the most laps. How long he stayed out. Mitch, yeah, I don't know if you call it an accent or not on top of the C. I should have known that. I watch enough hockey. I should know. I should have known that. All right. Up by Stewart. We're going to be the leader once 40. Well, okay, 41's on pit road right now. So yeah, we'll be the leader at the line this time. Not going to lead the most laps in this race, but we'll get the win, which is all that matters. Which is more than I could say for the other two road course or other two short tracks we've had so far this season. And I don't. Oh boy, a lot of contact. A lot of contact. 2.2 second lead over Stewart. I'm gonna check on my phone on the stream and see just how laggy it is for myself. Just because I just don't trust my laptop. Like even if I were to go, my laptop's so slow. Even if I were to pull up like YouTube on my laptop and check there, I know it's gonna be slow whether it was or not. But I'm curious to see how long it's been doing that for. I guarantee with not too many people watching, it's probably because it's not watchable, which I completely understand. I hate that I'm streaming this, to be completely honest. Love watching streams, especially old school like this. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really want to do these every night. I need to get a new laptop. It's not like too lazy. I'm not going out and get one. It's just I don't have the funds to do it, unfortunately. So I mean, this one's this one's toast. I mean, quite literally overheats easily. It crashes. It's not internet connection that's causing it to be slow. It is the laptop itself. Unfortunately, guess where the name is based? Oh, jeez. Shit. Can you give me a continent, or is that too obvious? Because I've got a couple different options in my head, but I need a continent. All right, that's a win at Richmond. I'll take that. All right. Yeah, buddy. First short track win of season 6. Let's go. Let's go. On to victory lane. Europe. Some great players in the NHL. Yeah, I mean, well, there's. Oh man. Yeah, that was the content that scared me, just because there's so many options. But there's a couple of them that I don't watch like national hockey. I watch the National Hockey League, but I don't watch like international hockey. I'll see Olympics come around, but I don't really like recognize like players that are in the NHL. I wouldn't be able to tell you where most of them come from, country wise. I mean, I could probably guess and say most of them come from Canada or the U.S. But man, if it's in Europe, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with my favorite player all time is from this country, so I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with Sweden. I'm saying that because Henrik Zetterberg was my favorite player. Central Europe. Oh, I didn't even see that guess. I'm still locking in Sweden. I only get one guess. Because if it ain't right on the first one. You know what? I got another one. I wish I could have changed. I'm gonna lock in Sweden, but if it's not Sweden, it's Switzerland. Used to be a country that splitted. Oh jeez. I see now you're testing my world geography skills. Like world geography, like US geography, really good. World geography, not so much. Oh jeez. I should say world history. That's the problem. American history. All right, world history. It's a little. Man, it wasn't either one of those two though. The Czech Republic. or technically it'd be Czechoslovakia, but if we want to go, used to be a country. So yeah, Czech Republic. I don't. Those are my best guesses. If you gave me 100 guesses, I'm sure I could. Even 10, I might be able to get it. But I don't want to just keep guessing a bunch. Doing great from Slovakia. Okay, so I was close. I wouldn't have. It might sound bad, especially for you, but I don't. I wouldn't have came around to guess that. To be completely honest, that was about as close as I was gonna get. To be completely honest. Not gonna pull me anymore. Yeah, that was as close as I would have gotten. I'll shoot you straight. Alright, I gotta get my phone. Where's my phone even at? Give me a second to grab my phone. I'm gonna see how laggy this stream is and decide on whether I'm gonna continue or not from then. Oh, jeez. Got up and my leg cracked. Alright. I don't think it's the audio that ever lags. I think it's literally just the video. Like the audio is like up to date, but the screen itself is lagging. Because the live commentary streams were kind of going by pretty well this weekend from a sound standpoint. And if the screen was a little laggy, it wasn't bad because all I had on there was the leaderboard, so it would update every lap anyway. Well, updated a couple seconds too late. It wasn't really. Yeah, let me check this out. I mean, just based off of the viewership from this stream alone, way lower than like probably any stream I've had since like really early in the channel's history. Tells me that it's been super laggy the entire time. Nobody ever said anything until you though, so. But I mean, that obviously makes sense. Knowing the problems I've been having with my laptop from this weekend through today, it's on its ninth life. Nobody ever said anything until you know. So. But I mean, that obviously makes sense. Knowing the problems I've been having with my laptop. Yeah, that was that was the volume you probably could hear. Yeah, audio's good. I was gonna say audio. It's fine. There's literally nothing I can do with the screen. That's all. It's not like it definitely could be a lot smoother. I mean, the smoother is better. It probably bothered me a little bit too. I mean, this isn't the channel's a couple years old now. Like it shouldn't have to stream through these. Probably yeah. I'm probably just gonna end the stream then. This was a half hour ago. I couldn't imagine what it was like for the last 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, it's just frame by frame. It's just not. I don't want to. I don't want to put you guys through the suffering. I'm gonna have to. I have to figure something out. I don't know when I can get a new laptop. I get paid this weekend, but I gotta pay my rent, and then I'm going to a Metallica concert Friday and Sunday in Detroit this weekend. So those days were already gonna be kind of spotty for me streaming anyway. Um, Wednesday. I mean, Wednesday's tomorrow. The only other thing I can do, like, I'm gonna shoot for Saturday, and honestly, Sunday I could stream in the afternoon with NASCAR not being on, so I'll probably end up trying to stream Sunday too. The only other thing I could do is I could try like not streaming in my bedroom, but in order to do that, like, I'm not gonna do that if my sister's here because she would like it if I did that first and foremost. I wouldn't want to just kick her out of the living room, but I'll stream in the living room of my apartment on Saturday, and then see if that goes well. If it goes well, I can stream there again Sunday because she works the weekend. She's in college right now, so she'll work every weekend. I hate not streaming during the week though. Like, I mean, I know I work, but I really enjoy like doing this for you guys. But I also want to make it watchable, and if it's not watchable, it's just it ain't worth me staying up till 10:30 when I have to get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to work. Two people watching. I appreciate the two people watching. Don't get me wrong. You guys make my day, but it's just like it's just not watchable. There's a reason why there aren't other people watching. Because that was not the case, a week ago. All right. Uh, to be continued, I guess, with the career mode. That just means the next episode we have that does work in full will be longer because we still had to run the All-Star race in the 600 on the stream. So, yeah, we're going to end the stream. Be sure to hit the like button. Needless to say, even, the stream isn't great. I can understand if you didn't. But appreciate it if you did. Definitely hit the subscribe button regardless of the fact. We do have great content here on the channel. And I want to make sure that I give you guys great content on the channel. In order to do that, we're unfortunately going to have to take a little bit of a break and, to get new equipment that is capable for me to run this without any major issues lagginess wise. Appreciate the support, everybody. See you guys next time.